Hi, I'm Adele, and you're listening to Heather on Q98.5.
Modern hit music.
Q98.5.
Hiya.
Hello, Adele. My name is Heather.
Hello, Heather.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, how are you? You okay?
Wonderful. How does it feel to be so awesome?
Great.
Well, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit today. We're very excited about Rolling in the Deep. The song is fantastic. We've been playing it a lot.
Thanks. Thanks so much.
Tell me about your inspiration. Rolling in the Deep specifically, just from a listening standpoint, feels like it's about a relationship, but, you tell me.
No, it's about a relationship. All my songs are always about my relationship. And it was, I was pretty pissed off, angry and bitter and devastated and uptight all at the same time. And it was, I was going to write a ballad about how I felt that morning when I actually wrote Rolling in the Deep. But someone that I was working with was like, absolutely not. You sound quite frightening, with how angry I was. So I ended up doing Rolling in the Deep, and it was important to me anyway that I sort of I had a few songs on this record that were more representative of who I am, like, normally, like when I'm not doing my music. And, I think a lot of people think I'm very serious, if they listen to my first album, and I'm not. I'm quite playful, which Rolling in the Deep has an essence of, and I was truly, heavily, influenced by Wanda Jackson for this record, and I think Rolling in the Deep kind of got, Wanda Jackson written all over it, really.
Yeah. Speaking of some of the other songs on the album, I read that Ryan Tedder worked with you and he kind of stalked you and sought you out. Can you kind of talk about how that happened?
No, it was just when I had my first meeting, which was ages before I even did my second record, about the second record. First person I said I wanted to work with was Ryan Tedder, because I was just fascinated by all the songs that, because he kind of really popularity rose when I was releasing my music. So I was just fascinated by how someone can write that many amazing songs. Mm-hmm. And so he was the first name that I mentioned, but I thought I didn't have a shot in hell. I thought it would be pretty unlikely that he'd even kind of take our call. But it turned out that he really loved 19 and was aware of me before most people in America, because One Republic had been in London. Mm-hmm. And also, Leona's British and stuff like that, and obviously he's really close with her. And we ended up working together. It took a while to get our, both of us in the same room at the same time, but it was amazing. It was just as amazing working with him as I had hoped it would be.
Cool. And one of the things that I think everyone's curious about, when you work with someone like that, do you just sit down in a room with a guitar, or how does that actually happen? Yeah,
we just sat down in a room with a piano.
Nice.
That was literally it, and I poured my heart out to him about my relationship. Oh my God, Ryan, he does this, he does that. And then he kind of tries and takes in my tears and tries to imagine, how I feel, and then we're on the same page.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to ask you, a lot of artists, and we don't have to name any names, but have gone down the wrong path, and they've kind of created a bad image for themselves. You've maintained a very clean, role model-esque image. Do you find that hard, knowing that, you're a role model for people and you have to stay out of certain situations?
Sometimes I find it a bit daunting, just because, I'm still very young. I've got a lot of time to mess up. But no, I think that's the biggest compliment, ever, to kind of to have anyone sort of think that's how things should be done, But also, it's not like I'm ever, having to remind myself that people feel like that about me. There's nothing I would do that would ever be bad.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's not. I don't. I'm not. There's just nothing I do that would ever be. But there's also nothing I do that the press are interested in.
Yeah.
That's why no one knows if I do anything anyway, because there's no story there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I don't surround myself with people that call the paparazzi and stuff like that. So it's not like I'm ever going to fall, but sometimes I do get worried thinking, oh my God, what if something does happen?
Right. One thing I ask everyone, because I'm a girl and I do kind of a girl radio show, everyone seems to have their own definition of cheating, from something small to something big. What would your definition of cheating be?
Mine would be full-on sex.
Okay.
Like a kiss, I'd be upset, but I've been drunk and kissed someone not by accident. I knew what I was doing,
yeah.
But in the heat of the moment,
right.
I can get over that. But anything like full-on penetration is absolutely no.
Okay. Fantastic. And
what other people was just texting a girl or something?
Yeah,
oh my God, come on! Oh, get out of town! No way.
Everyone's got their own definition, and I think that's why relationships have so much trouble, because it's such a gray area.
That's unfair to get annoyed about that.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I'm sure I'd get pissed, but I wouldn't be like, you're cheating on me.
Right. And something else I'm always curious about, when you were a little kid, when, 5, 6, 7 years old, what was your dream? What did you want to be when you grew up?
I just wanted to be like my mum. I never even dreamt of sort of being a singer or anything like that, just because, everyone I know has got a dream and not many of their dreams have come true, so why would mine ever come true? And it was kind of drummed into me from a young age, not by my mum. My mum's the most supportive mum ever, but teachers and sort of authority figures were always there's a massive fat line between fantasy and surviving, and I just sort of was taught to survive.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to be like my mum and just be happy, really. And maybe as I got a bit older, thought, I'd like to be a teacher, but I'm not academic, and obviously you've got to get your teacher's degree, and that was never going to happen. And then I thought, maybe I could be a music journalist, but then I just don't like the idea of just cussing music down. I don't like the idea of that, so I gave up on that pretty quick as well, and then I got a record deal. So
awesome. One more thing.
Yeah.
If when you are 98 and you put out an album, if you can title it 98.5 for us.
Absolutely.
Modern